Heaven's Gate. Today when praying, my spiritual body was taken to another place. But I noticed this was not the hell I visited yesterday. Beside me stood the Lord Jesus, who smiled softly. In front of me was a very large gate. I couldn't wait to get in. Before entering, I caressed the door. The color was like wood, but it was not wood. The surface was smooth and sparkled. Years old. Is it because I'm still a small child that I can't push it? I thought to myself. Then my eyes turned to a keyhole. Oh, how can I enter without having a key? I told myself. I saw the Lord Jesus standing not far from me. He smiled and approached me, then took my hand like a father holding his child lovingly. But the Lord Jesus did not invite me into the gate. He turned around. Calm down, my dear, I just want to show you the place where you had been for the past few days. The Lord Jesus pointed downwards. Look down, that is hell where people receive eternal punishment, said the Lord. I looked down intently with full attention. I saw that the shape of hell was like a supine sleeping human body. It turned out that the part of hell that I visited yesterday was shaped like a leg. Then I turned around and wanted to enter the gate in front of me. I pushed back the door but could not. Only I have the door key, my child. Only through me can anyone enter the gate. John 14:6. Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. I looked to the Lord Jesus. He approached me and showed me a key. Then he led me and opened the door. After the door opened, the Lord Jesus took my hand, and strangely my skin didn't feel hot or burnt, not like being in the sun. This place, although the light was bright, it did not dazzle my eyes. The weather was so cool as in the mountains. Heaven is really beautiful, I said, murmuring to myself. My eyes were fixed on the garden to my right. There were many colorful flowers, some yellow, white, red, light purple, pink, light blue, and fresh green leaves. There were flowers and grasses that swayed slowly to the left and right. Well, Lord, this is so beautiful, I was stunned and amazed. Then I took the sand that I was treading on, I clenched it in my hand, then let it sprinkle down. It was really soft sand, sand made of clear glass. I played with the sand and then looked at the Lord Jesus. It turned out that he was watching me. The Lord Jesus just smiled at me. So I stood back up, holding the hand of the Lord Jesus. He stroked my hair. I felt the love of a father. I ended my prayer and fell silent. I rubbed my face with my hands. It felt like a dream. I lay down and looked at the ceiling of my room while muttering, Heaven is truly beautiful, Lord. I rubbed my hands and saw that the experience had had an impact on my physical body. I felt the coolness of heaven, even though the temperature in my room was hot. You will invite me to heaven. Beautiful and awesome place. At the time of praise and worship, my spiritual body was carried by the Lord. I was surprised because the Lord did not take me to heaven but to other places that I had never visited. Not heaven, not hell either. My spiritual body came to a well and was leaning against it. I tried to look around me. It looked like I was in a vast desert. There were many tents and people of various skin colors. They wore the same robe as mine, a white one, with shoes similar to those worn by the Romans. There were also several wells there. I stood looking around me. I really did not understand why I was in this place. As I was watching, I heard explosions and gunfire. Suddenly someone tapped me on the shoulder. It was the Lord Jesus. I will show what will happen in this wilderness, said the Lord. Then he took my hand, and I felt my spiritual body flew in the air. Then I was in a city, on a highway outside the desert. In that city I saw many accidents, robberies, shootings, and killings. I saw clearly people being killed outright, immediately shot in the head. People killed cruelly, even parents killed their children. There was also a person who committed suicide by crashing his car into a running train. Wilderness I will protect and care for my people. The world will be increasingly chaotic. The love of people will grow cold. People will become more ferocious, cruel, with no compassion for one another, selfish, self-loving, and do whatever they want so that self-interest is achieved, said the Lord. I was silent. I held tight the hand of the Lord because of the fear of seeing so much evil happening before me. Lots of blood flowing everywhere. Revelation 12:6. The woman fled into the wilderness to a place prepared for her by God, where she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. Revelation 12:14. The woman was given the 2 wings of a great eagle, so that she might fly to the place prepared for her in the wilderness, where she would be taken care of for a time, times and half a time, out of the serpent's reach. The Lord Jesus took me back to the wilderness, showing me around the wilderness. I saw clearly there were many parents, young people, and children of various nationalities. Day 18. Hall of Heaven. I lay down on the bed, then I took the calendar that was on my desk. I had been experiencing this process from God for 18 days now. My body felt very weak, my knees would tremble while walking, and sometimes when I walked, I needed to rest sitting down. Asking myself, where else will the Lord take me? But then I thought, why think about that, the important thing is to meet the Lord Jesus. When I started worshiping the Lord, my 12-year-old spiritual body was in another place. I saw the Lord Jesus smiling. Hooray, in heaven again, I screamed while dancing. Very delighted. Wow, God, so beautiful here, as I approached the garden on my right. I enjoyed looking at the colorful flowers, leaves and grass. There was also a fragrant floral aroma which impacted my physical body as it too smelt the fragrance of the flowers. When I touched a flower, the petals felt soft. Various types of flowers exist in this garden, really beautiful. As soon as I set foot on the grass, I felt droplets of water, which were on the grass, touched my feet, they felt cool and fresh. After walking in the garden and enjoying its beauty, I turned to the road where I had originally been standing. God invited me to go to the left side of the road. The Lord led me to a place like a great hall with green plants around it. The great hall was very large and could hold millions of people. I felt so small compared to the size of the hall. The hall was empty and there was no furniture in it. The hall was supported by pillars made. This is for my children who have just believed in me before I called them home. When the Lord said that, in front of me there was a big vision. I saw a person who was seriously ill in a room with many pipes attached to his body. Then someone came to pray for that person and that person believed in the Lord Jesus. After that person died, his faith in the Lord Jesus was considered, then he went to heaven. The Lord explained that this hall was for people who in their lifetime did not believe in the Lord Jesus but repented at the last moment of their lives. After I saw the hall, my spiritual body immediately returned to my room. Remembering that there were services in church soon, I got ready for a shower and then to be picked up by a prayer team friend. During this process from God, the ministry with the church prayer team continued as usual. At the place where we prayed, many people would ask questions which were answered by the prayer team leader. Whenever I received a message from God for the people we were praying for, I would deliver it in writing, since Elizabeth could not yet speak.